When I came to Poland in 2019, I started to work in Pizza Hut while studying at Vistula University. And that time actually I didn't have any idea how the companies, the workload, how the company lifestyle looks like. And actually I worked in Pizza Hut probably around a year, and like after 1 year actually my classmates, my people who I know, or people who I knew, or the friends that I had, they started to work in corporate companies as a CRM specialist, as a like a financial analyst, as a like a AML or KYC specialist, or customer service. And that time actually the wake up call came to me, and I started, like since then I started to, like I wanted to get into corporate companies, and I started to make CV. Even I didn't have any idea how to make proper CV that actually works, that actually lands a job, at least interviews. And then it took me quite long time actually, over like 1.5 years I believe. And fast forward, if I look at the process, the me becoming somebody who is worth to get hired, it was hell a lot of journey. And in this video I would like to talk about two most important thing, basically mindset shift that helped me to got into corporate companies. The first mindset shift actually I've realized, like fast forward if I look at back actually. So first mindset shift, it helped me to got into corporate companies actually. It's becoming somebody who is worth to get hired, becoming somebody who is skillful enough, valuable enough for some companies, like providing some kind of service or contribution for a specific company, so the company gets benefit from the contribution you're going to provide, and in exchange you get paid. In exchange you will get some kind of experience. That was the huge mindset shift that pushed me to get out of my comfort zone and learn or acquire valuable skills at the end of the day, which is like worthwhile for the companies. So I could provide some kind of service or some kind of contribution or something bringing to the table, so the companies get profit from. And that time even I didn't have proper English, so I struggled a lot. Like back in the days, I remember while I was working in Pizza Hut, while I was working in like delivering food, I used to have actually like the headphones or the earphones, always listening to some kind of podcast or some kind of audiobooks to improve my English first of all. So I had realized actually that time, at least if I had a proper English, I would be eligible to, or like qualified enough to work as a customer service representative, which is the first job that I got, like a corporate job in Poland. Second mindset shift that helped me to got into to land my first job actually, like the self-belief. Believing in my skill set, believing in myself, actually, that I actually became someone who is good enough, who is adequate enough to working in corporate companies. Like in general, in everywhere, if you don't believe in yourself, it sounds very like odd, it sounds like flashy, it sounds like weird, right? Everybody says. But if you sit and reflect the things that you accomplished in your life, it's not by default. Like some accomplish something big actually. It's not. It didn't happen by default, or it didn't happen by itself. You actually believe into it. especially when it comes to preparing yourself for the job interviews. I mean, the confidence and self-belief actually plays huge role on acing through the job interviews. And these are the two most important mindset shift that helped me to get into corporate companies and get experience and learn something and surround myself with at least minimum intelligent people, so I could learn something from them, at least like compared to like people who work in McDonald's and like people who work in like the corporate companies. I mean, intelligent wise, they are by far higher than, or by far intelligent than working people in labor jobs. So that's the mindset shift. First of all, you have to understand, if you don't have a valuable skills, or if you don't have like some kind of contribution that you can bring to the table, and the companies or potential positions will get benefit from your contribution. I mean, you can make it, you can fake it until you make it, right? So there is a saying. Yeah, sometimes it might be right, but as of right now, like I believe companies, they are hiring as a probation period. If you suck after the recruitment process, they'll give you a couple of months, sometimes 1 month, sometimes 3 months, sometimes 6 months. If you cannot perform as in a way as much as they expect from you, you're gonna get fired. So in the probation period, you cannot make it through to get the employment contract. So that's why I highly recommend you, like if you are listening to my long form content, you have to make sure that you're learning something all the time. It might be you're working now, I don't know, in Bidronka, I don't know, in some kind of delivery or taxi, or like in the kitchen, like some of labor jobs. You have to constantly learning and acquiring new skills. So you have to become somebody who is worth to get paid. You have to put yourself in the company's situation, in the company's shoes. If you have, let's say you are a company, right? What kind of specialists or what kind of people you would hire for specific job position? Someone who's worth to get hired, right? So good shit takes time, and it took me 2.5 years. I would say like after 1 year, I was quite confident that I became shit who is worth to get hired. But like the application process, I mean CV, proper interview preparation, I didn't have anyone who could help me in that case, and it took me a little bit, I would say a little bit longer than it should be. If you are looking for like specific like support, specific guidelines, I have a LinkedIn community. I'm gonna attach the link down below so you can join. There are a lot of free resources like CV template, cover letter template. We have a amazing networking. We have HRs too. Every Sunday I host Q&A sessions, and you can get personalized feedback on your specific problem or specific obstacles that you are facing in your application process. And yeah, it's fun stuff. I wish I had a communities like this so I could join and I could get what I got faster than it took actually. That's pretty much it for today's video, and I'm about to go out. I just want to create some valuable content for you guys, and yeah, God bless. See you in the next time. Bye bye.